Yeah, thanks. Okay, I just saw Tula in the stream as well. I see a lot of people actually in the stream. And I did post about the sweet green banana, but I also promised Tula that if Tula would be there, we would be drinking Orange Dream. So, do you guys mind if we switch over to the Orange Dream? Because I did promise Tula to taste this one if Tula would be here. And I did message Tula, but did not get the reaction yet. But now that I see that you're here, I want to go for the promise that I made to you and go to the Orange Dream. So we would have to do the sweet green banana next week. Because I'm just very glad you're here. So if the rest don't mind either, oh, banana! You're here for the banana tea. No, the banana tea.
2 hours later.
You know what? I promised to that. We're gonna do Orange Dream, and if you have some extra time, I'm gonna put the banana afterwards. How about that one? I'm gonna get another set of. I don't think I need another set of cups. I'm just gonna wash them in between. We're gonna do both. We're gonna do that. You're gonna get a little bit more comfortable for that. There we go. So, we're not gonna sacrifice any bananas or orange dreams. So, we're just gonna do them both. I probably have to get some extra water for that, but we're gonna be fine. So in this case, they are both from Teehaus in Keulen. And we will start in this case with the Qingxin Orange Dream, which is an Oolong, and both of them are a Qingxin cultivar. So they are the both same cultivars. One is from they're both from Taiwan. Let's see. Does it say anything else? No, but my booklet said. Yeah, the cultivar is a very nice one. I noticed this name quite often, and I also noticed that I often see when I see this kind of cultivar that I kind of know like this is gonna be a good tea. Yeah, these are both from Taiwan, so it's gonna be a very I think both of them are gonna be a very lovely tea. So I wrote them both down, and also some of you know that I already tasted some of the teas from Master Atung Cheng, and when I got this tea in Teehaus Coln, the shop owner mentioned the name Chen, and when I said, "Oh, do you mean Atung Cheng?" he was totally like, "Oh, you know him?" Like, well, not knowing him as personally, but I do know he makes good tea. So therefore, I want to give it another try. So we got another tea from Master Atung Cheng, and the leaves are very artfully shaped and arranged in color from various shades of brown. The aroma of the infusion is initially slightly earthy, rich and full of fruit, and it's a powerful and wonderfully intense scent, reminiscent of vineyard peaches and a touch of vibrant citrus of bergamot. And the mouthfeel is of Qingxin is silky, clear, and radiant. It unfolds in a palate with a sweetness and an intensity of blood orange, paired with the freshness of orange zest. So we're gonna have a lovely citricy kind of brewings over here. Well, the banana tea is totally different from what I read. Let's see, the region is Shanxi from Taiwan. This is an oolong, but it is more heavily oxidized. And let's see, we need about 4 grams on an 80 milliliter for 90 seconds. On the website, it said difference one. It says 100 milliliter with 95 degrees. 90 seconds, 4 to 5 infusions. So there's not many infusions from this one, so that's why we can do the sweet banana after this one, which is also a very, very interesting tea. I will talk about the tea later with the sweet green banana, but we start with the orange dream, and we start with a winter gawan. A winter gong dabe. I really love this set so much. And 3 cups. There we go. There we have it. So we also have ware back on the table. And I think I should be good this way. Weighing the tea, of course. Well, we're gonna do that on this little gold thingy. Oh yes, we're gonna have a double tea session. Never knew I was gonna do that, to be very honest. So, 4 grams it is gonna be. Oh, Sonic Food, remind me that I have to look at the picture because I don't often am in the food Discord on the other one. And I already can see the little balls of this one, so I know that this is gonna unfold in a very lovely tea. 4 grams. There we go. Well, I do a little bit more because I know that my... Wait. What did I say? 4 grams on 100 milliliter, and they say 4 grams on 80 milliliter. Let's make it 4.5. Meet me in the middle. There we go. Ah, yeah, thank you for the ping. And my hair feels actually very messy, by the way. So I was hoping it would be good, but it's everywhere today. Let's see. I do have camera options. I have a T-cam. Let's see if we can close up right now, because last week it was a bit blurry. Ah, no, it works. It seemed to work. Lovely curled up little balls, as you can see. Hair looks fabulous. Really, my hair looks like I just plugged my 2 fingers in a electricity plug. There we go. Very lovely tea. Yeah, masked scientist look. Yeah, I can actually. Back in the days, it was actually even worse back in the days. So, but I might do my hair up later, because sometimes it can be a bit annoying. Warming up my gear first, and let's see if my husband is actually even able to join the streams in tasting again, because last week he had a cat on his lap and I had to walk the whole time, which is not something I wish to do again. It's not ready yet. The dry leaves have a soft smell actually. It's not as strong as I thought it would be. Let's shake them up a little bit. Let's see. Yes, it does have a citricy kind of smell, but not so strong actually. It's just very, very faint. It's like when you read Orange Dream, you would think like you would explode your nose with the orange or citricy kind of smell, but I don't have it yet. I'll just say yet because you never know. It's an oolong, so it's always a surprise. Warm them up a little bit. At least my husband is standing already here, so I know he's ready. This smells amazing. Again, I do not smell this very heavy, citricy kind of thing to it. But it's very faint in the background. Oh no, I'm the banana. You already know that my bathrobe is actually pink. Ooh, there we go. Now we get the citricy kind of smell to it. You know that my bathrobe is pink with Betty Boop on it. You always see it on mostly you have seen it on a Monday. There we go. I do have a thing underneath me, right? Yeah, there we go. No! Why did he not put it on 95? There we go. It cooled off a bit. But it's not a bathrobe. It's my Chinese hanfu jacket. It's always a very comfortable one. I also get a little cloth. Come on, get ready. 90 seconds. I don't want to wait for 90 seconds, but we have to, I guess. That is 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. That's long waiting. Let's go. Why is it not starting correctly? Stay warm. There we go. Okay, I'm really looking forward to this first one. I always like oolongs are so always going everywhere. So it's like the first steep or the second steep or the third one are always amazing, or they are just really in your face. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'm just gonna put on the tea cam. There we go. You're already drowsy with the 3 sips of yerba? Wow. Tea drunk already. Oh dear, if I'm gonna drink this much tea, am I gonna get tea drunk? I hope not. Coffee jam ready. And let's go for a steep. Oh, that's actually very light. I thought this would be a darker color, but it's not. Let's see what the aroma does. Oh, this smells so good. But again, I still don't have that very... I didn't put this one in, right? I didn't put accidentally the banana in there, right? Just gonna check to be sure. Oh, no. Definitely a different smell. Definitely a different smell. Okay. Definitely a different smell. We got a very light color. And we also have a webcam version, so very light color. First brewing. while I'm just sitting here, I do notice more of the orange smell to it. And while we add it, let's give Kitty as well. There we go. This is a very, very light color, yet very, very vibrant. It is very, it's there. But I do have this smell. There is something citricy in it. Yes, it is, right? But it's very gentle. Okay, my husband just said weed. Does it mean I'm gonna get high? Let's see. This is a very specific taste, my husband says. And I think most Dutch people can actually tell the taste. Okay, this is what my husband says. My husband is saying that it smells kind of like weed. And also taste like weed. And that is because in weed there is also a citricy kind of smell to it and also taste to it. It is not something I would say actually, but because it has a lot different smell. But this is it's so gentle actually. Actually, I do like this one. Try to cup. Try this one. Perhaps now you smell a little bit more, because it's really not that one. It's really not. It's so much more gentle. I love the aftertaste as well. In the aftertaste there's specific softness in there. It's not. I thought it would blow my mind with orange, but it is not. It's so gentle. It's so soft. But you do taste some of the citric parts in it. It's really gentle. I did not expect it to be gentle. You did tell me, but I did not expect it. It was like orange and blood orange and oh dear and bergamot and this is gonna be fun, but it is fun actually. But I thought it would be very hard on the palate, but it's so soft and gentle. There is something in it, something sweet to it, that I cannot place a certain sweetness in there. It's like the caramel, but not with milk taste. I think I know what you mean. There's this specific sweet layer to it. And now smelling it, it becomes more... Indeed, I understand what you mean with nut and flowers. It does smell amazing indeed. It has such a specific smell, and it's not weed like my husband says, but I know why he says it, but it's a lot different than that. Especially if you let it cool off a little bit, I totally understand that nutty kind of taste to it. Very soft and gentle. I'd almost say, if they say like the bergamot, indeed, like an Earl Grey, but with a lot more gentle, and also more a hint to a nutty kind of flavor as well. That's why I really like oolongs, because they can indeed they can change their whole thing, going from nutty flavors and flower flavors to even chocolate. So that's why I always like an oolong, because it's always a surprise. And what I also like is the surprises of a second brewing, because sometimes it becomes totally different again. I understand why you like this one. Thank you for the recommendation. You know what? We're going for a second one, because I am curious to the second brewing of this one and see what it's gonna do. I'm really curious. Let's go for a TCAM again. And also, I'm surprised by the fact that we even have a 1.5 minute of steeping, but there is no bitterness to this one, like absolutely not. And I'm amazed. I am amazed, because I had that as well with the Dayulin, was also a long steeping time, if I remember correctly. And it also surprised me a lot that it was not like there was, wow, my speech is gone. There was no bitterness at all to it. Like sometimes you have that little bitterness in it. None. And with this tea, I experienced the same. Like the first brewing, 1.5 minute, no bitterness at all. Like none. It's on 95 degrees, so it's quite high. But it's gentle. It's such a gentle tea. Well, I really like the aftertaste of this one. It lingers around in the mouth. Very, very, very soft. Very, very nice. You did say something about that one. It says sweetness and intensity of blood orange, but I don't know. It feels different, but silky, clear, and radiant. Yes, that's for sure. There we go. Let's see if we have a bit of a darker color. I see. Just a bit of a darker color. Ooh. Now the orange kind of hits to me. I smell more sweetness to it right now. Woo! There we go. Let's see. Color comparison. Yes, we do have a bit of a darker one. I took one sip of this one, of course, but as you can see from the side, this is the first brewing. Now we have the second one, and you can already see that there's a darker color to it. Oh, was the pouring sound really, really hearing? Very nice. I'm looking forward to this one, so let's call my husband and see if he's ready for his second cup and see if he can change his mind about it. I think I can. Smells different now when you walk into the room. I like to inhale this one. This is a very nice smell. There you have it. Now it becomes stronger. Now we have that orangey kind of taste to it. Now it hits. Mm-hmm. That's why I like an oolong. It's always like... Actually, should I brew the second one like 90 seconds? But you know what? It was like... This is Hitting. It hits. It hits. This one hits. I understand the nutty kind of flavor to it, but it does have that hit that, like I said, the bitterness. I am taking it back because I do have that hit, but still in a gentle way, in a good way actually. Want some more? Still have it a little bit. It smells so good. Ooh, I love oolong. Now let's go to this cup and see. Ooh. Okay, smelling right now the leaves is it reminds me a bit of a food. Like right now, if I would think of a food like a greasy food, so I think it might actually go well with something greasy. It feels like someone is making food in the kitchen right now. Making a little bit of a greasy dish. Ooh. I think that might actually be a very good one with this one. I like this one. It's a very, very interesting tea. How do they make changing the smell every time? It's like, how do they do that? I say greasy dish. Dish. A dish. Not the other word. I'm so wondering, like, how did they do it? You have your first brewing and then you have your first layer. And then, yeah, this kind of a nutty kind of smell to it, but also with this kind of a hint to orange, like an orange indeed. And then with the second one, you get more of this greasy kind of a smell to it, in a good way. No, it's not getting censored anymore. Indeed, I did something to the settings. And now when I keep smelling and the leaves are cooling off, you get that sweeter smell back again from the first brewing. I really like how this keeps unfolding every single steeping that you do. And also the leaves are also unfolding very beautifully. So we started out with these little balls, and as you can see, the tea is already like opening up, unfolding. Whoa. Very interesting tea. I'm glad I have a whole package of this one. Because, you know, sometimes it can be very handy to taste them again offline and see what it does. We have them solo brewing, or add a little more or a little less. That's how I noticed that I like my aged shampoos. Not in this Chinese method, but I do like it on the Western brewing style. Like, less tea, more water. Oh, I keep smelling this tea. I can understand why you keep smelling. I used 4.5 grams, and I believe this is 100 milliliter Gaiwan. On the website it said 150, but when I measured how much water I put in this Gaiwan, I measured 100 milliliters, so 4.5 grams on 100 milliliters on 95 degrees. I think that should be, I think that's quite a golden ratio for tea water. Let's see if we can do the webcam pouring. There you go. I like how this tea stays, like, lingers around. It's so nice. Yeah, I got actually I got 3 different cameras right now. I got my tea cam, my main cam, and a webcam. There we go. This webcam I can get you guys very close on the table as well. There we go. Can do it like this. I started to use the webcam for my sewing streams. Because that way I can show people what I'm sewing. Also close by to the sewing machine, but also notice that this one is very handy when the cat comes inside and wants to say hi. So, few more seconds. For me, it's the best really good tea is that the tea stays a long time. Yeah, I understand. I also enjoy it when they linger a lot longer. Well, let's go. I go back to the main cam. I think the sound should have been loud enough. ASMR. Tea is ready. There is something sweet to it, and I cannot press my head to it, like how to label it, what kind of a sweetness it is. Can you label that? I experience a certain sweetness. Can you label it like it's not caramel, but it's also not sugar? My husband says carrot. Okay. Such a beautiful tea. And I must say that the hit that we had before this one, that extreme hit is not there, but it's so good. Like the dark honey. Exactly. I know what you mean. The dark honey does indeed have a specific sweetness to it, but it's also wood forest honey. Yes, indeed. That also has some kind of that wood honey, forest honey also has this kind of a sweetness, but not too sweet. Also understand the carrot part, because carrots do have a certain sweetness. Like also a soft kind of sweetness that is not in your face. Oh, this tea is good. I like this one. Thank you. I really like this one. Oh. I have a little left. Yay. Extra. Makes me all warm and fuzzy. Very good tea. I'm gonna loosen this one up a little bit because I know this breathing is gonna get hard like that. Ooh. I really like the aftertaste. I really like how it lingers in the mouth and gives you indeed that radiant, like there's more going on in the mouth. It's really a good experience. It's not like a fatty, greasy layer that you sometimes have, which some teas can leave a greasy kind of layer in the mouth. That's not this one. This is more like when you close your mouth and open up again, you see, you taste something else again. Like you keep tasting a different layer. Let my friends bet how many cups of tea. What? Wait up. Whoa. Okay, let my friends many cups of tea I drink on Wednesday. No one was correct. They underestimated how much I can drink. Ooh. 7! 7! Ah, nice! I love that. I really love that. I think I can have 7 under 300 milliliters, but in Japan, actually, I drank a lot. I think in Japan I had a liter of warm tea, a liter of cold tea, and a liter of water at the least. And some drinks in between. So yeah, I can understand a lot of drinking part. It's good. It's good. Stay hydrated. Not overhydrated, but stay hydrated. Yeah, Western style tea is indeed, it's a blender thing. You get used to it, no worries. 2 dark teas, 1 sencha, 1 honey and ginger and pomegranate, and 3 cups of yerba. Oh man, whoa. Whoa. I thought I drank a lot, but you win. You win. Again, this aftertaste is so amazing. While I keep talking, there's still the tea lingers in my mouth. It's so nice. It kind of has this sweet kind of layer in there. Very enjoyable. I think this tea is actually very enjoyable when you are... I think if I would do my watercolor painting, this would be a perfect tea. Why? Because first of all, you have to brew it like 1.5 minutes, so that is already having some time. And next to that, if you finish your cup and you will start back on your painting again, the tea still lingers. And where do I feel it in my mouth? Different areas. In the beginning, I had it more on the side of my tongue, and also a little bit more to the cheeks. Then it started to go a little bit back to the throat around this area here, and also the palate. And now it's even a little bit more in the throat. So I think this is actually a very beautiful tea when you're taking your time. Even if it's just 4 to 5 brewings, taking your time with this one. And enjoy something in between, so you can really have that long-lasting joy of this tea. It's really a beautiful tea. And about the whole orange part, I think it's soft. No, I have not been to the hairdresser. I wish. I haven't had a haircut since half a year. This is me having worn a big knot on my head for the past 2 days and used a little bit of gel before I did that. And also this morning I also wet my hair a little bit, crunched in a little bit of gel into it, and put back on a big bun on my head again. But it's messy, really it is. And no, I have not been to the hairdresser. As you can see, it's up to the waist. Very, very long. It's always fun that people always see the front parts are a little bit shorter. And when they look at the back, it's actually me having very long hair. It's long in the back, yes. I'll turn around. So, this is my hair length. Up to my waist. No, I did not cut the hair. No, not at all. I kind of wish, but it's also expensive because I always go to a special hairdresser that is for curly hair. And it's a little bit more expensive. So, and yes, that's double hairstyles indeed, because I can look like, it can really look very easily with just a few strands. That's also what I asked the hairdresser for, to have more layers in the front, so that if I put my hair up, something nice would be around my face, but still have long hair. I also used to have a big bangs. I kind of want it back. So, and the bangs that she did cut have grown out on me. It was up to there, but also it has grown for like, I don't know, 7 centimeters already. It's really a thing. Oh, really heard horror stories about it. Yes, it took time. It really took a lot of time. Back in the days when I lived in Delft, I had a very good hairdresser, and it took some time for them to understand that I really do not mind looking like I walk from the 80s with 2 fingers in a plug. Complete explosion on top of it. It took them some time to understand that kind of style, and that it was okay for me to walk out like that. And eventually I got asked a few times because I had a specific haircut. And then the hairdresser told me, like, the reason why a lot of people don't dare to cut your hair is because you go against the rules of what we have learned. But for your hair and with your curl type, that's totally fine, especially with what you do afterwards with it. So I went to that hairdresser so many times for so many years. I think I've been there for 10 years straight. And I just had to sit down, and if I had the same guy, he would ask me like, same. So he could even dream about my hair. It was very easy. Then I wanted to try a different hairdresser, and I got there, and the girly hairdresser thought I would be in her chair. I said, no, I'm just gonna take a regular haircut. And I walked out, and it was okay. It was like it looked healthier, but it didn't look the way I wanted it. And eventually I went to the hairdresser my mom goes, who has also very, very lovely curls. And she showed some pictures of me to the hairdresser, and the hairdresser said, well, let her come over. And I did, and at first I was like very happy, but I was missing something. And I think with a hairdresser, it's very important to tell them what they did right, what you liked about your hair, and then explain what you like to have different. So I explained to her like, okay, I'm very happy with it. The curls are very reactive to the products that you give me. It's very good, but I am missing layers in front of my face, and I do T-streams and I like to do my hair up, but I feel like there's missing something in front of my face. I showed her some pictures of all the hairstyles that I had, and then she wanted to cut my bangs too long, and then I said no, because I wear my bangs in 3 different ways. When you cut it short, I'll style it with a brush and my hair dryer. When it gets longer, I will keep it curly. When it gets more longer, I will frame it. So for them, it's very strange that I say go shorter instead of longer. So that's my hairdresser. Retired. Oh, retired. No. No. I would be sad if she would go retire indeed. Wow. Doesn't he do anything like, you know, do some extras for you if you ask him? Bolly TV, what about me? There should be a Gyaru hairdresser. Yes, there should be. Going on Call of Duty. Good luck. I'm gonna have another brewing, because the linger is gone now. So it takes some time for the tea to really get out of your mind. I wanted to try that one, so that's why I thought, you know, let's go for a story. So it takes quite some minutes before this tea is actually out of your mouth and out of the throat. Yeah, sometimes you just have to tell your hairdresser how it's done. Yeah. I can indeed do 2 teas. I think after this one, I can go to the other one. Then we can go to the banana tea. And I'll just put this one aside. Maybe I can, you know, make a dead steep out of this one later in the evening. Yeah, I think I can. So that's why I said, you know, just get a different guy one for that one, and then dead steep this one later. But yes, hairdressers, they are expensive. Nana tea after this one. I'm gonna drink this one, last one, and then it's gonna be Nana tea. Banana. Why is 1.5 minutes always so long? It feels so long. There we go. Yeah, sure, go play a game. I'll just tell about the tea. Oh, lurking! Nice. Lurking and tea. Thank you for lurking. I'm gonna wake up my husband because I think he's been sleeping. Tea's ready! I do hear sound, so he didn't fall asleep. Last one of this one, and then I go over to the banana tea. Because then we can still try. It got softer again. Wow. So this is a tea with a short but strong story, actually. I kind of feels like it went back to the first steeping where we have this very soft tea. Wow. Okay, this is a fun one. Wow. Okay, so this tea, short but strong. So we got the first brewing, which is a very tender and soft taste. You got the second one, which really hits. Then we have the third steeping, which is like a strong taste, but more gentle. And then we got to the fourth one, which is almost like the first one again, soft and gentle. So it's very interesting tea, actually. I'm gonna put aside my Gaiwan, and I think I'm gonna dead steep this later, or I'll just put water in it, leave it there until the end of the stream, and who knows. And I'll get another Gaiwan for the other tea. Thank you. There we go. Lovely. I'm going back to the first steeping because I like to go forth and back. Going back to the first one, there's a different layer popping up. I want to say like a hay kind of taste to it, like that kind of sweetness. Like, I think that is perhaps the kind of sweetness that I'm trying to describe, that hay type of sweetness. Not sure, but very good. Also, when it's cold, it's actually very good. So if you poured your tea and you forget your tea and it gets cold, it's still very, very good. And I really like it when a tea tastes good when it's also getting cold. Very, very good one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna catch another Gaiwan for the banana tea. And I put this one aside with water in it and let it dead steep. So that means like we're gonna steep the shit out of it. It's not 10 steeps, indeed. Indeed. It's I would say if this tea would be more brewings, it would be even more perfect. But like I said, it's like a perfect tea that actually can keep you long in a tea session because it lingers so long in the mouth. And I think that's also a very beautiful thing, that even though you cannot have like many brewings out of it, you still can enjoy this tea for a long session. Because like I said, if you're doing something in between, like studying, reading a book, I'd say enjoy this tea, because you don't have to think about many brewings. You can even forget your tea and it still tastes good when it gets cold. But also it lingers a long time in the mouth and in the throat and in the back of your mouth as well. So I'd say this tea is a very lovely, soft, gentle, also hard oolong tea. And I'm looking forward to trying this one when I'm doing some watercolor painting or reading. So I'll be right back. I am going to add some more water to not yet. I'll just wait a little longer. I get another guy one. I'll be right back. Ooh, it lingers so good. Let's go. I think they are loafing on the heater. Okay, we're gonna put this one aside with a that's steep, so we're gonna leave this tea as it is, steeping for as long as this stream is going to take. So, put this one aside. One of them is not really a cat that goes on your lap, so that's unfortunate. She is one of those cats who loves belly rubs. But the other one, when I put on the heater, she's loafing on the heater. And yes, sometimes she's also loafing on us. Not always, but quite a lot. Time for some pork belly and rice. No, it's time for banana tea. Let's see, what did I have as lunch? I had some leftover chicken tenders from yesterday that I couldn't eat, but this is hot. Okay. I think these cups are ready for the next session. So we're going over to the next one. The Hehuan Shan Sweet Green Banana, which is, no, this one. Somehow, I think that the webcam even shows the text better. Yeah, there we go. Hehuan Shan Sweet Green Banana, also from Teehaus in Coln, Qingxin cultivar. Pian Oolong from Taiwan. Yeah, Pian. I had to look up what it meant, but learned something new. Yes, sweet green banana. So it's not like the banana fruit, I think, but we're gonna find out. So the Hehuan Shan is a 3,460 meter high mountain in central of Taiwan, and it's another oolong tea from the winter season, a Pian. Let's see, it's slightly lighter in oxidation and displays a broad and open structure and a velvety texture that is both open and clear. On the website, it said 95 degrees for 2 minutes, many infusions. But I'm not so sure if they meant like really 2 minutes, because they also said 2 minutes for the other one, which is quite long for a Chinese style session. So I find it a little bit difficult. I had to look up what Pian means, what it really actually is. This was from another website that I was reading. Pian is a tea produced after the winter harvest. In this period when the tea plant is usually going in dormancy. But if the weather is sufficiently warm, the tea plants are tricked into thinking that it is spring and they begin to sprout. These new sprouts are called Pian, meaning slice or piece. So the name Dong Pian literally means winter slice. So basically this is if the tea leaves are if the tea bush is waking up a little bit too early because it's still too warm and thinks that it is spring, although it's still winter, we get a little taste of winter while it's thinking that it's spring. So that's Dongpian. Very interesting. But like I said, they also said about 2 minutes on the website itself. What they didn't say is how many grams I would need. And it's also not written on the package this time. So is it safe to say that we still go for 4.5 grams on my 100 milliliter gallon? Is it 100? Okay. At first, we weigh a new tea again. Clean up a little. Still draining or what? Yes, yes. Beep, beep, beep. Yay, we got warm water again. Let's see, the smell's gone. Yeah. Looking forward to this one. It indeed has a very sweet smell. I wouldn't say banana kind of sweet, but some kind of a fruity sweetness indeed. And again, I see these lovely little balls. Yes, let's go for 4.5 grams just to, I think this guy one is a little bit smaller if I'm correct, so... 4.25. Let's do that. And let's go to the tea cam to show you the little balls again. So we have another tea. Shows a lot different right now, but also again these little balls. So we do know that it's gonna unfold very lovely. Before I do that, I need to warm up this guy one as well. Yeah, it looked green on the website, but I wouldn't be surprised if the leaves, when they unfold, are actually green. I also don't think I can catch it up on the webcam. So, I don't really see indeed the very greenish color to it, but it's actually very weird that this webcam has a better view when it comes to zooming in. Yes, I will show the leaves later. I think everything is still warm, so we're good on that one. Here we go. Never thought I would do another 2 teas in one stream, but shaking it up. Why does this kind of... Wait up. Why does it smell more sour than the orange dream? Okay, so there is a sour note to this one. I do love the smell though. And I also know that when the man let it smell to me, I also really love the smell from the whole bucket, because it has such a roasted kind of smell. And I think there is a sour note to it. I think. So let me shake it up a little bit. Okay, when you smell it from the package, there's a lot more sweetness from a fruity kind of smell to it. While having them in a warm gaiwan shows that there's a little sour note to it. So I'm wondering if that's really going to happen. Let's give this one a try. It's 2 minutes. Why? Are we really going for 2 minutes? It sounds so strong. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna follow the 2-minute guide, and if it's too strong, I'll just keep it longer. Let's see, we still have a 95. Yeah, we still have a 95. So we're gonna do that. Let's go. Just gonna softly pour it because, I don't know. I know I should not brew this one too high. And I just forgot 2 minutes in a glass gaiwan is gonna be burning on my fingers. I have a bad habit of effing up Shang after making oolong. I can understand. Hello there, Clumpy. Driving home now and will lurk. Yay! I have my second tea tasting, so drive home safely. Well, I will just burn my fingers later. As in, how do you make your shanks after that one? As in, you brew your shanks too long? Because I always F up a shampoo, so I think. Oh, yeah, oolongs are a little bit more forgiving when it comes to the taste. I think maybe that's the reason why I haven't really found a shampoo taste good. Although I do have aged shampoos, so that also might be the reason. Still figuring out how to get into the taste of it. Looks lovely though. Few more seconds. Few more seconds. Yeah, what I read somewhere is that a shampoo is almost like brewing a green tea. Not sure, but might be a tough one indeed. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna burn my fingers badly on it. Oh no, I don't. Oh yes, I will. Yeah, I'm good. I'm still good. I'm still good. I'm safe. I either got used to this gaiwan, or I am gonna take all of it out, by the way. There we go. Oh, it's such a weird hold because this gaiwan is so much smaller to hold. Wow, that's a sweetness. kind of smells like the package right now. Ooh. It has some kind of a licorice kind of smell to it. Interesting. At least from the lid. Well, it smells so different from the other one. Well, the other one has more of a hay type of sweetness to it. This one does linger to the honey one. Let's... Also, still a very light color. Are you ready for your tea? Oh, good. Very light color again. So let me know. It's a 2-minute steeping, so, and it's a different tea. Somehow I do have a licorice kind of smell when I'm just hovering around, but smelling from the cup there is this sour note coming up, but let's try. What? Okay, hear me out. I find it very hard to describe. It's very tasty. Very, very tasty. I do have some kind of licorice kind of thing in my mind. I don't know about you. Zoethout? Drop? Yeah, ish. Ish. Like licorice-ish. It's the first note that I notice. Like, also that type of sweetness. Is there a kitty? Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. That's why we have that cam. Cat cam. Oh, now she went gone. Okay, bye. Jeez. I'll just wait a little longer, see what it does, how it lingers. I would not say bananas. Although I do not know how sweet green bananas taste, but... It is a pleasant tea though. Well, seriously, Teehaus has really many beautiful teas. I mean, the Dayulin that I had was very, very good. The orange drink that we just had is very good. And now that I'm tasting this sweet green banana, it's also very good. I mean, very good tea. I really love how they are strong, but also gentle in a way. So the Gao Shan is crazy. Oh, more recommendations. How come that there is some kind of a sour note to the cup, but it's not something I find back in drinking? Maybe when we do the second one. 10 euros, that's a steal indeed. Sometimes gonna smell from the other one as well. That is dead steeping over here. It smells so different. Of course it smells different, Kim. It's a different tea. That steeping is gonna be a very, very interesting taste. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to the second brew, so I'm gonna do the second brew. Can I click on this link while I'm sitting here? I cannot click on the... Oh, there we go. I can read it. Do not want the cookies. Okay, I think... Oh, it looks very green on the website. Oh, that's a steal indeed. €9.50. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna check this out later. Oh, wait, how do I go back? No. Ah! I just clicked away my chat. Wait up! Chat. Oh dear. When I clicked on the link in the chat, my chat is now gone. How do I go back? Yes, you see a very blue weird kind of thing on my face right now. Nivia? I effed up. I clicked on the link in the chat and now my chat is gone. And I cannot go back. And I clicked away the chat.
Go to...
Yes. But the chat is back on, but it's not... The chat is not visible. I clicked on the link and it opened up apparently in this same chat box. So when I put the chat away and I open up back my chat, it has a white screen. Okay.
Fresh.
Hoe doe je dat? God, I should not have clicked on that link. Oh, no. One moment. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna put it on my T-cam so you guys won't... Okay. You done? Yes, I already did that. Okay, and then?
Check daar bij je OBS.
Is it this one?
Dan bij je OBS link hier.
Deze?
Zie je?
Dit is mijn stream deck.
Nee.
Ik snap je niet.
OBS hier.
Oh, this one. Nee, dit is mijn stream deck, lief. Dit is mijn stream deck.
En niet OBS hier.
I clicked on it. And it just... That's just a microphone setting. There's nothing else. No, I lost my chat. Okay, I just have my chat open on my side. So it's not in my... I have no idea what happened. Yeah, he's on the T-cam, so you don't see your face. No worries. You're just gonna wiggle around. You can see a little bit of his lovely jacket that I made for him for Christmas. Hello, Cool Spart. I'm just seeing, just having a little bit of problems with my chat at the moment. Actually, we're having 2 tastings today. This is the second tasting that we're doing. We are having... Okay, so apparently I have to do my chat on my mobile phone. Unfortunately. But we are doing a sweet green banana tea. I think the currywurst and bitterballen sounds good with it. Yeah, but the only downside is that when I'm using the screen right now, I have a very blue face. Okay, good reminder, never click on a link. Send me links in private. Yeah, it doesn't taste like bananas. I must admit that one. And on the other side, I still have a tea that is brewing from the first session, which was a orange dream. So we are a little bit on a fruity kind of exploration here. This one was the Shan orange dream from Thula's recommendation. And that one was a very good one, although there were not many brewings on that one, so we still have a dead steep going on the side. And now we have the sweet green banana Hehuan Shan. Let's see if I can go back without looking very blue. Yes, okay, good. I do have to have my chat on my side right now, so I'll just have to fix it later. But at least it's working-ish. For this kind of cooking, I use about 4 grams. 4.5 grams when the guy one is a bit bigger. While we are back, I'm going for the second brewing. That also means that I don't have a timer at hand. So we're just gonna have to eyeball it a little bit. 1740, there we go. No, just ask questions. Questions are never dumb. Keep asking, it's all good. So I use 4 grams in to be very exact, 4.24 grams in this cup, and I had 4.5 grams in the other one. This guy one is 100 milliliters, so it's a bit bigger. I think this one is also 100, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, what I also understand the freestyling part. As someone with a lot of yeah, I do have this I want to know and do it correctly and all that kind of stuff, but I think it's good to know if there's a brewing advice. I always say go for the advice, see if you like it, and then you can do whatever you like after that one. Like if it's too strong, you can say, okay, I go for more water or less tea or shorter steepings. I'd say that that's a good way to see if you like the tea, if you follow their recommendation, and then see if you can change it. Like I said, with the aged shampoo, they gave me a specific amount that I would need, but I noticed that I like it more in a Western style kind of tea. So that means less tea, more water. About 4 to 5%. Yeah, mostly we would say like you use, oh dear, there was a specific. You use 1 gram of tea on 15 to 20 milliliters of water. Now that sour note is coming through. Ooh. Let's go for webcam. Let's see if the color has changed in this one. I think not as much. So this is the first brewing, this is the second brewing. And with color-wise, we are actually on the same spot. I must admit that I do smell a little bit of a sour note to it right now. Looking forward to it, but also something very sweet coming up to the surface. Tea is ready. I did not taste the melon yet. We are going to try. Maybe if the second brewing pops up something. It did get sweeter though. Actually, it got sweeter. No, I do not taste a hint of melon. But I did notice that it got sweeter. Ah, I hate it when my chat is gone. There we go. Banana, have a nice evening! And enjoy your food. I do not taste the melon yet. Indeed, do whatever you like as long as it tastes good to you. Indeed. I 100% agree. Let's see. Yeah, I think the experience of the taster is also important. But again, it's advice. It's always advice, so you never really I don't know, it's an advice again. I see if I can put my settings up so that my chat doesn't disappear all the time. That means with my Scream Tina. Man, there we go. Timeout should be on 10 minutes, then at least I have some time with you guys in the chat. There we go. I hope it works. There we go. Does it linger? Ooh, hey, wait a sec. That lingers differently. It's not a strong linger. Remember the sourness that I was talking about, but that kind of lingers inside the area of the, I'd say a little bit more of the throat area. You feel like there's a something in there. But there's also this, if they say sweet green bananas, do they mean ripe, like unripe bananas that kind of, I don't know. There is something in my mouth that is a little bit, it's not that sweet, but it's still, it's different. I feel like there's two things going on in my mouth. Very softly and gentle. What also seems important, get into the correct mood before tasting. Yes, yes. Your mood can change everything. Oh, there's a lot more fruity kind of smell to it now. So we had that sour note, but now we have this, there's this fruity kind of smell to it. And let's see, you wanted to know about the leaves, so let's go a little bit closer to the tea leaves and see what they look like. I think they are, like, do have the greenish hue to it. Yeah, I know this song is always a bit dramatic. I also know that it becomes softer after this one. Okay, so the orange dream really lingers a long time, very pleasantly. While this sweet cream banana taste is a lot different. It doesn't linger as much, but the linger that is there, it's very different. You have arrived! 10 minutes till Japanese lesson. Ooh! Give your Japanese lesson. Very good, very good. It's good for Japan. This year I'm going to maximum prepared for it. Ooh, the winter ball! Oh, you're going to CC Castle? That's amazing! Yes, you really should go and see what Bavaria has to offer. Oh, that's funny. If you let it cool off a little bit, there's more sweetness to it. But let's go for another. Yes, why not? I know that this one has many brewings, so I'll just try and see if I can get as many as possible out of it. Wow, we're still dead steeping the orange dream. It does smell kind of unpleasant now if you dead steep it. Okay, there is, on the orange stream right now, there is some kind of a smell. I do not 100% like it. Perhaps it's that greasy smell. Like, I don't really like the smell of greasy food. And that's exactly what it kind of smells like right now. Like a greasy kind of soup. Not very promising, I know. Yeah, I don't know. Greasy can be fun, but I mostly like it when the greasiness is in the mouth area, when you still have your tea really linger in your mouth. Then the greasiness can have a very, very pleasant feeling. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this second taste that I have in my mouth. It's very difficult to explain. It's very, very different than the orange dream, like very different. Copies! Oh, nice. Yeah, I think drinking two teas, you can actually now compare them next to each other. And I think I should do that more often, like have more different teas next to each other and really taste it. That's why I am looking into the very small teapots that you told me about, Tula. I also found a guy one which is probably like 50 milliliters ish. So I am looking into it, so tasting becomes more of really tasting, so less leaves and more really tasting it. Tea's ready. Yeah, I believe it was 50 milliliters. It was also meant for tasting, like only really tasting. I think they are on the Mayleaf website. Okay, so we had the second brewing, which was sweet. This one is not so sweet anymore. I cannot put my finger around it. There's another taste to it and I cannot put my finger on it. You eat unripe bananas. Does it have a familiar taste? No, okay, because the sweet green bananas they are talking about is probably something very different. Huh? Oh? Oh? You're asking for more? He's doing the mouthwash. Okay, my husband eat unripe bananas, so I was asking him like, is there a comparison to the two? I mean, the sweet green bananas they are talking about is probably different. But I asked him like, sometimes you have an unripe banana and there's a taste to it, and I'm like, I cannot put my mind on it. I think kind of tastes something like that, but unripe bananas do taste bad. But my husband says when he was mouth washing the tea that he experienced a little bit of the sourness, but also indeed the unripe bananas, Western bananas that he eats. But I still think this tea is a lot more pleasant than eating an unripe banana. So I think the sweet green bananas that they are talking about are actually Asian types of bananas. So I would have to give that one a try. I enjoy the orange dream more because there's a different linger in the mouth that is so much longer. So I'm just gonna wait a little. Let's see. Ratio, you ask what tea are we drinking? Actually, we have two things going on the table. I have a dead steep tea over here. Oh, wait up. I'll just put on the tea cam. I have a dead steep over here, which is the Shan Orange Dream. I don't know if it's packing up from Teehaus Coln, which is short. It was not many infusions, so we had 4 or 5 of them. Oh, this is the 5th infusion, which is gonna be like a long steeping. It has a beautiful lingering aftertaste, so this is a very good tea if you have reading a book and you have some time in between. So very good tea, I really recommend it. Because the aftertaste lingers for a long time, and even if you forget to drink your tea, this tea tastes good when you let it cool off. And right now we are back to another tea, which is the Hehuan Shan sweet green banana, which really has a very different taste. And like I said, I adopted this sweet little... Oh wait, that's not my cam. I should have my webcam. Some of you know Lily, who... Lily! Hi girl, come say hi. Come say hi. So this was my dad's cat. And the day that he passed away, we adopted this kitty. So... one life was lost and the other was rescued and brought back to us. Yeah, you wanna slap me? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I need to pet the other side, I guess. There we go. Is that the area? Yeah, that's the area. Sometimes she likes to slap you in the right direction. Oh, now I get chompies. I get chompies. And my tea table is always the best thing, apparently. And she's a little bit agitated because she was carried this way and she doesn't like to be carried. So, cat handled. But she is actually a very sweet kitty. What you doing? What you doing? So, she's a very sweet girl. Right now, she just had to cat handle me a little bit. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, you wanna go out? I wanna go out. So, yeah, very sweet kitty. She just is a bit agitated because she was carried away this area and she doesn't like to be picked up. And that's okay. It got sweeter again, but you want more? Then I'll take a little extra. But there's something, there's an aftertaste in this one. Let's see, if you use 4 grams, that's like 50 cups bag, right? That depends. Do you mean 4 grams and then I have 50 of these cups? I don't think 50, but that depends on how many infusions you can make. If you can have, let's say, 10 infusions, then I would have 30 cups. Because a cup is about, yeah, most of the time I can fill 3 of these cups. But what I mostly calculate is if we have 50 grams in a package, I always say that I can go for 10 tea sessions. That's how I most of the time calculate it, because I often use 5 grams, but give and go. Of both of these teas, I like the orange dream more. There is a little aftertaste in this one and it is good, but I like it in the orange dream a lot more. Let's see. Although the smell of the orange dream has this greasy smell, which I don't like, but oh, Tula, I don't think I'm gonna like the dead steep of that one. Ah, that's greasy. That's the greasy soup over there. Okay, the greasy smell that I was talking about pops up in this tea right now, in this dead steep. So I'm just gonna see what happens. Yeah, I might dilute it after, but it can be a very good experience. Because there is something popping up, but I don't know if it's because of mixing the teas. Fatty boom boom hip with the cheese. Yeah, kinda. I don't know. It's very weird experience on that one. It's not that it's too strong. It's more that I did not expect that to happen. Like the greasiness taking over that part. Let's see. But when you let it linger, it actually tastes good. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on when you let it linger in your mouth. I think this is gonna be explosion. I also noticed that Tea Time with Ratio was also busy with his channel. Not on Twitch, but he was also busy on doing videos online as well. You should post a link here in the chat. Let people see what you're doing. Don't know if I can. Let's see if I can post something in there. Huh? You had Daicha Teehaus. Can I copy a profile? There we go. No, not on Discord. Yeah, Twitch. There we go. See if I can paste it over here. Yes, Tea Time with Ratio is also busy with making videos about tea. If I'm correct. There is nothing right now, but you're working on it. Yes, I saw it on your profile. So I did post a link. Daicha Teehaus. Give him a follow because he is going to work on I think some cool stuff over there. From what I could see from what you were doing, it looks very interesting. So looking forward on what you're going to brew. I just had a sip of that orange dream and it still lingers. Okay, let's go on the. Let's go. Brew another one. What could be interesting though is the cold brew, the cold version that, well, the one that's cooling down right now, having that compared next to the orange dream, something explosive might happen as well. I did that once. The last tea tasting I had at Mochai with my husband. We tried 2 different teas again, and they were both okay. But then we did something that, you know what, just why not? It's the last steeping anyway. We combined them together in one cup and see what happened. And that tasted actually very good. And we were so flabbergasted that 2 teas that tasted okay were actually good in 1 cup together. So we don't know how that works, but it was interesting to experience that one. But yeah, I still, from these 2 teas that I'm drinking today, I still think the Orange Dream wins tonight. Even if it's only 4 to 5 brewings, Orange Dream is winning it. But compared to the shop owner's favorite, which was the Dayulin from 2009, I bought 4 teas back in that day. I had Dayulin from 2009. I have this sweet green banana, the orange dream, and I have a Genmaicha from Japan, which I haven't tried yet. But from the 3 that I tasted, Dayulin is on the first place. Then comes Orange Dream, and then comes the sweet green banana. There's this very specific oolong smell to it. Like, I don't smell many different layers, but it smells sweet. And I don't think I can really compare it with the other leaves right now. I can try, but okay, let's see. I do notice that the color is getting lighter. Whoa! Did I just receive... Oh, I got a support on Ko-fi! Thank you so much! And I don't know who. Ah! I don't know who. I couldn't see it. No! Wait, can I look in my email? Oh, thank you so much! Oh, thank you so much. And also, the sound did work. I have a Ko-fi up and running on that side. And thank you so much for the support on that one. Yay, the sounds work. Yeah, apparently I need to put the notification in my webcam as well, and it's apparently not there. So, oh, guess I put in the scene of okay, I didn't put it. Now we have it. Darn, I didn't. No, it's up there in the webcam. You can also see now my But thank you so much. And the sound did work. Yes, I have sounds installed. Let's see. When we go look at the colors, this is the first infusion, and now we are on the fourth one, I guess. Gosh, I lost count because of the emotional moment. I think it's the fourth one. If I am incorrect, let me know. But it did get lighter. Or is it really the lighting? Wait up, is it my shirt? A little bit lighter, okay, a little bit. Yeah, okay, but it was the cup that's behind. But it's just a little bit. Not that much. I thought it was a lot, but it's not that much. Okay, I think in all the things there should be a Ko-fi in there. Yeah, okay, now it's all there. I forgot it in the webcam. No. Your tea is ready. Thank you. Oh, my hubby. Oh, you're spending. Thank you so much for supporting me. Oh, that's so sweet. I got a double sound because my email is also making a sound. I should really learn not to cross my arms the whole time. Thank you. Did I just switch the cups? Doesn't matter. You wanna say hi? Who are you? Tail? No tail? Oh dear, this is gonna be a fight. Oh. That's gonna be a kitty. No kitty fight? Oh, okay. Don't know. So yes, for those who have seen it, have not seen it, I have Ko-fi. I do have Ko-fi already for a little while. Not that long, but... And I put it back on the like stream again. Like, why not? Because you can. For those who are wondering, at first I didn't really know how to use Ko-fi and what goal I would have to set. First I was just for tea or only tea, but I put on a goal on Ko-fi this time. Also because some of you might have seen it. Next week I'll be streaming on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. Why? Because I am going to a academy. Thank you! Wait a sec, that's not the sound that I put in there, but I'll have to check on it later. It should have been the same sound. Okay. Thank you! I do have sounds now. Thank you! Wow. I thought I would have hoped that it would pop up my sounds that I put in there, but it didn't. But at least there's sound in there now. I put the good Chang sound in it and it's not there. But thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the notifications work, but it's not the notification that I put in there. So I have to check up later in the Streamlabs that it should be on all the notifications, also the gifted one. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. And as I was saying, upcoming Sunday there won't be a stream because I will be going to academy for information, because for a long time I have been, like, I think since I was 15 years old and getting into the Chinese Asian culture, I have been very interested in not so traditional medicine stuff. Yeah, not on a Sunday, but I will be on a Saturday. So there will be a stream, but on a Saturday. Same time as usual. And that Sunday there is a academy for traditional Chinese medicine, and it is actually quite a study. You have to do a basic traditional Chinese medicine for 1 year, and after that you can go for acupuncture, Tuina massage, or Chinese herbal medicine. Each of this layer is again a 2-year study, or at least you have medicine 1 and medicine Chinese herbal 1 and Chinese herbal 2. So I think if you have both of them, then you would have the full one. So I pushed aside so long for going to the academy and get information, because back in the days I was always dancing on Saturdays, and this is a Saturday school. And on the 8th, on next week Sunday they have a information day, and I didn't want to miss out. I was like, you know what, let's get information, let's see what we need, let's see what it is. And I keep feeling drawn to it, like so many times when I am at my physiotherapist who also does acupuncture. I always have my eyes on his books, always. Like, if there's a bookshelf, my eyes are just scanning and I see so many interesting items. And he does sometimes use the traditional Chinese way of doing things. Like, he has his regular way and sometimes using some of those ways as well. And my experience with it is so comfortable, and I always have been very interested in herbal medicine. And let's be honest, Chinese tea, Asian tea is medicine. There is white, especially white tea. It's cooling. There's cooling. There is warming. There's yin. There's yang. It to me it always makes sense, and I don't know how to explain why it makes sense, but it does make sense. But yes, it costs a lot of money. If I would do the whole complete like 5 years education part, it would cost me 15,000 euros. If I would do like the basic and then acupuncture 1 and 2 and then the Chinese herbal 1 and 2. So I'll just start with the basic, get information and get information also about the first year. But yes, I put on a goal on my Ko-fi webpage to go for that goal and see if I can get the amount together. And it's gonna be quite a difficult year. Why? Because I also go to Japan late October. I cannot skip that one. Why? Because my husband is going to let his dream come true for what he has been doing for more than 20 years. And I pushed him into that direction in a good way, pushing. He always wanted to do something with music, and he always said yes, but there's no money in there and stuff like that. And I always asked him, like, what do you want? What do you want? And when he explained to me, I said, then let's go for it. Let's take step 1, get information. Let's take step 2, what do we need? Sit down, get pen and paper, and let's do it. Let's plan for it. When he told me his very big dream was hosting his own party in Japan, he always said that it was never gonna be happening. And I always said, never say never. You just never know. So never say never. And this year he took... last year he decided to take the leap of faith, and he said, I want to do it. And I said, then do it. Go for it. So this year Japan I cannot skip, because I want to experience him living his dream. So I do not want to skip that one. Also, I do not want to skip it because I'll also be traveling to Hong Kong. Hopefully getting to visit a real tea shops. So I do not want to skip the whole traveling part, both for my tea experience and that experience as well. So that's also going to take a lot of money. And that's cool. The academy also starts in September, and I would need to have quite of that money already ready for that. So yes, it's some saving up some money, I guess. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna do some of taking our first steps to our dream and letting dreams coming true. So I think that's 2026 is gonna be a very interesting year. One is been working on his dream and see it coming through, and one who is starting a journey again. So letting it cool off is actually very tasty. 2026, the years of dreams coming through. Not dreams, just coming true. We're just taking the steps of doing it. So, and I also need another job, so find a different job. Let's see what we can, what we can do. 2026 is a year of chaotic for Southeast Asia. Why? What's happening? Did I miss Orange dream. Oh, Tula, if you want to see the leaves, I'm gonna put them together. One is, of course, still in the water, so it might not be 100% comparable, but might be interesting to see them both next to each other. So we still have That's Tea Brewing Orange Dream in here. I think the leaves are a little bit more brownish. A little bit more. But it might be because they're still in the water. Well, the sweet green banana is unfolding nicely. It does have these little brown edges to it. Very interesting. Can I? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do it by hand. Because why not? I'll wash my hand anyway, so. The leaves feel very nice. A very kind of a leather kind of touch to it. I do not know how the leaves are supposed to feel, but I feel that it feels a little bit like touching leather. You would like to see the rim. Let's see if I can get you close enough. Do you mean... Okay, on this one it is one color, so there is not really much color on this one. Very lovely colors. Do we have a kitty? You would eat one? I don't know if it's tasty. Can you eat it? I don't know. Can you really... Would make it interesting salad. I don't know if you really get much taste of it, so... As in, do you just... You can eat everything except some mushroom only once. Well... Yeah, maybe try one later. See what happens. So, putting this one back. Oh, this is gonna be a very long upload on on YouTube, so I might have to cut some parts. What I'm gonna do is I am going to grab some extra water. I think this is gonna be my last brewing. Why? Because I also need to do some of the dishes. And the dinner is like in 20 minutes. I am going to quickly grab my tea bin. There we go. Yes. I love tea leaf salad. Oh, you can eat it? As in, like, literally you can eat it? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Hakusume. Thank you so much for joining the stream, and thank you so much for your support as well. And don't forget, next week it's gonna be on a Saturday. If you want to join. Thank you so much. And have a nice evening. Huh? Oh, you got an extra lemon pie? Nice. So yes. Okay, wow. Let's see. This is the last brewing of this one. I am gonna throw this away. I am gonna have all of them by myself. I kind of wonder what would happen if you would, with this tea, if you would go for more tea, less water. Because it's so soft and gentle right now. Do I dare to go for the dead steep? Okay, this is the first brewing, which is cold right now. Very cold, by the way. Mm. Wow. Okay, that's a surprise. That's a nice surprise. Drinking this cold? It's actually very good. Like this, the first brewing in this case. I don't know what happens with other brewings, but... Oh. Hmm. Very good. Very pleasant. Also sweetness. I would lean a little bit to the hay type of sweetness in there. That's so sweet. Yes, this green banana taste is... It's a pleasant tea. Enjoyable, very enjoyable. I do lean more to the orange dream. So, let's see what the dead steep is doing. Okay. I often say that you can drink from the gawan, and this is exactly what I'm going to do because my cups are still with the other taste. So I'm gonna drink directly from the gawan. Wow. Don't dead steep this one. Wow. No way. Okay, I kind of wonder what happens. Okay, the first, wow. Tula, don't dead steep this one. No way. Wait up. Ah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Strangely enough, that first sip was almost like drinking a grease bomb. But now I'm taking a second sip, and it's really hitting me with a very strong like a bitterness, but there's this layer of something else next to it. I don't think it's bad, but I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend to do it that steep with this one. I would not recommend it. It is very interesting though, if you want to experience how a tea can taste like a very greasy soup. Yeah, it's just let it stand there, and I think it's the first sip that you take that has this, I don't know, as like a very greasy note, as if you would, I wouldn't say eat oil or something, but like, I don't know, very greasy food something. Yeah, I this one, is it that steep? No. I think it would actually be okay if you would have a Western style. See you also next Saturday, Sonic Phone, and thank you for being in the chat with me. Heart back. And the Korean one was like this. Love. Thank you. Wow. It is very interesting though. It was just the first sip that was bad, but maybe you should stir it or something? Okay, Tula, if you're gonna do it that steep, I think you should stir it. The bottom is very bitter. Oh, you know, that's not gonna be it. It's an experience indeed. But the aftertaste is very interesting. You notice. I'm wondering how long the aftertaste is gonna linger right now with this concoction. And this is also... Yeah, put it on correctly. Oh, that was... Okay, I always put my tea bags and tea leaves in there, and we have a clean bucket, so now we have a lot of tea salad. Interesting. There we go. I am going to clean up my gear on the stream. Salad time. Yeah, indeed salad time. There we go. Why did I have to pour it on my hand? Okay, that was a very interesting experience to have 2 oolongs in one session. It also gave me the experience to try different flavors. I am very bad at explaining flavors. I always use what they are telling me, how they experience it, and I would probably find the note myself as well. So I would have to learn to I want to learn flavors a lot better. And at first I was thinking doing a study about tea, but I found out that the study about tea is just as expensive as traditional Chinese medicine. And like I said, the traditional Chinese medicine is like with acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine and basic knowledge, while the tea academy would cost the same, and I would only have tea tasting. So I told myself I really was looking in what I wanted to do, which was very hard for me, very difficult. And I found out that tea tasting is something I would like to learn, but I don't need a full education for it. I think if I would do a workshop, it would be more than enough. And a workshop is already expensive enough over there, but I think with that workshop, I might be able to experience a little bit more about flavors and stuff like that. But I want to focus on traditional Chinese medicine, because it always has been on my mind and on my childhood, well, fantasy, I guess. So I don't want to miss that one out. But I have put it on my wish list as well for a tea workshop to experience how they taste and how to separate all the flavors. And does that mean do I need to eat a lot of different things like sweet green bananas? I never taste them, so how would I be able to experience that flavor? But then again, it's like I always said, flavor is something that is everybody experiences it differently, so wow, don't put on my mobile phone. There we go. But yeah, it's also there's actually so many things on my wish list right now. I've got plenty of things on my wish list. But first we go to the academics and learn about Chinese traditional medicine, and if it's something I really want to go for. I think it is, knowing me. And after that, we are going to a tea festival on 31st of January. Amsterdam Tea Festival. I noticed that I didn't bought the VIP ticket. I bought the tea lovers ticket, which was the most expensive one. And I am really looking forward to that one. I also get a private tasting with the owner of Mochai. I'm also looking forward to meeting him. And I'm also very nervous. I don't know why. I'm also nervous. I don't understand why, but... Oh, come on, you can't tell me that's 100 degrees, right? It's okay. So yeah, Amsterdam Tea Festival. Also looking forward to that one. I know I'm a little bit nervous, but that's okay. And with that ticket, I will get another Gongfu Cha's tea set. I will also get I believe, a ceramic cup as well. I will also receive a bag with goodies, like special teas and rare teas also as well. So there will be more tea tastings, I guess, with different teas popping up. I will get to meet different vendors as well. So maybe I can meet some other tea companies over there and see what they have. I also am allowed to follow a workshop, and I don't think I want to do a Gongfu Cha workshop. I think I actually want to see what they have as a workshop, and maybe if they have like traditional Chinese music like Guchang. That will be very interesting to try as well. So let's see what that day brings to me. So Looking forward. A little bit nervous, but looking forward. Where is a bit dry? There we go. I'm not sure if I'm getting any messages because I do know that my Twitch is sometimes off. So, we check. There we go. Goes over there. And also, fun fact is that Humani-chan is also joining me on the 18th and go to the academics because we are both into the same things. Yeah, it's something I started doing because, I don't know, it felt fun to do also because people were suddenly popping up and chatting with me and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna do some cleaning on stream as well. And it also gives me the, I don't know, it gives me a little moment to chat about some extra things. And also when being done, it's like I have a little tray on my side. And this way I can just close everything off easily and then get my dinner. Because if you see what I have to clean up later, it's like, I understand that she's doing this online. Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I'll show you in a minute what my room actually looks like. It's a mess. Give me a second. Let me just overflow a little bit on this one. There we go. Talking about overflowing. Drain! Come on! Drain! There you go. Oh, I was also looking at Teehaus stream, another stream live session, which is Jiangnan Art. And she was doing a very beautiful, lovely white tea session. I was like, oh, I want that. That looked very, very interesting. Very interesting. I should get more tea, I guess. But I have to save up a little bit because, you know, I never know what I find on the tea festival. So I'm gonna save up some money for that one. Set some aside. For as far as I can save up. Because I think I might find some interesting things over there as well. My tray isn't really draining at the moment, so I'm just holding up the tube. Probably looks kind of bit weird. There, gonna put you to the side. Why aren't you draining properly? Oh, there we go. I'll just take the tray out. Yeah, you should get a tray with a tube. You should. Oh. Yeah, but a tray with a tube is really, really so much better. It really saves a lot. I don't know. It really helps a lot. I remember the first tea ceremony that I did. I didn't use the drain. I was like, nah, just use the tray and don't use the tube. It's not necessary, and it's necessary when you're cleaning up at the stream as well. So, yes. Get a tube. Get a big bowl underneath the table as well. You're gonna need it as well. Yeah, also cleaning wise, it's very, very handy to have it. So that's it. Yes, it is clean. It is clean. There you go. Place these aside. So, gonna show you a little bit why it's a bit of a messy. So we got this area that I need to clean up, which is not a lot, but this is going to the living room. This is going to the living room. That area is a mess. That area actually most of the time goes in there, and it's clothing that I want to donate, but they haven't been opened up yet. So I got my tray, my camera, the big one. I got my laptop that needs to go back. I've got the microphones, all that stuff that goes into a little white basket over there. I've got the other camera standing next to me. So these are all items that basically go into the corner over there. And then also both my tea tables are going to be shoved together in that little corner over there. So yes, that's how I do my tea ceremonies. It's a bit messy. So it doesn't look like it, but I have to do some cleaning before and after always. So yes. There we go. Yeah, dining table. That's also very nice. It's like, oh. That's very nice if you have that one. Oh. I've seen those table in the middle. You have those charcoal parts where you can put your tea kettle on and roast food at the same time, which is also looking very lovely. So maybe one day if I have my own tea cabin in the woods, yeah, that's definitely gonna, be part of it. I have a big table with a charcoal stove in the middle where you can put on your food and your tea kettle. So, and then share your stories from your hikes and your happenings, and just be at peace, be at ease in Kim's cabin in the woods. My dream house would to have a garden house just fitting a sofa and a table and then drinking tea. Yes, that sounds so lovely. Although I would like to share it with others, so that's why I would like to have a tea cabin in the woods. Just spell it out, tea cabin in the woods. But that would be very lovely. Or otherwise, a tea minutes. Okay, so I got 10 more minutes. Hey, there's a kitty coming up. Hello, queen. Hello, queen. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I want to get in there. Don't tell me you don't fit in there. Yeah, now we have a place virtually. Yes, indeed. Sometimes I was thinking about should I try and make my cabin in the woods, in VR. But when I attended that workshop, I wasn't able to attend it correctly because there were a lot of things that weren't set up correctly on my end, and I did save up the video, so maybe in one day I might try VR world making. But wouldn't it be better to just create it in real life? Yes, I think I just might. I first start with, maybe I should start with a painting of it first. But you know what, maybe one day I'll pick it up. So I just have a few more minutes and the food is ready. Almost. So I am going to shut down the stream And I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me today, and also being with me at the emotional moment and not leaving me hanging in there. So thank you so much for being my safe haven as well at that very moment. Thank you for your comfort in that one as well. So thank you so much. Also, don't forget, next Saturday it's gonna be a streaming day, not on a Sunday, but on a Saturday, same time, 4 p.m. UTC +1. And thank you guys so much for your support, being with me on my journeys, perhaps after knowing Sunday. I will let you know about traditional Chinese medicine study if things are going through or not. I think it will be. So, crossing fingers. Thank you for your time. And also, Ratio, I'm really looking forward to your videos. I'm really looking forward on what you are going to do with your tea journey as well. So, take care as well. Thank you so much also for the gifted subs. Yay! And the support on Ko-fi. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely evening, afternoon, midnight, wherever you're from. So, lovely time. And hope to see you guys next time again. Bye bye. And thank you so much.